This is our theme song.
I'm not hearing it.
Hold on. Can you hear it?
Mm-mm.
No?
really.
All right, well, anyway, we'll send it out, but thanks to Kyle. Kyle actually sent us the simplest comp plan ever. And he put it in a song, and it was by Burl Ives, Rudolph, what, Silver and Gold. So that's what this is all about, silver and gold. So thank you for doing that, Kyle. I do
You're
play it
welcome.
on occasion, and it's really cool because, again, we're just trying to keep this, this beautiful, beautiful gift that we all have simple. I think right now we just have all distributors on, so we can just, open it up to kind of conversation. I'm not going to follow a format of testimonials unless, just give conversation would be great. And unless I see somebody pop in that would like to have something specific about a testimony. Oh my goodness, Keith is here.
Yay.
Yay. All right, we got the whole country here covered, I think. We're getting there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So
you Floridians have us beat. Does everybody
Not for
know?
long.
Hey, Keith.
Hey, Keith.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Keith, how you doing, bud?
It's a lovely day, and hey, I'm good, man. How you doing?
I'm right. I'm good. Perfect, man.
Nice, nice.
Good to see your
It's a lovely
face, man.
day
Good to
in
hear you.
Kirk-
Hey, Ruth.
Thank you. Lovely day in Kirk, Washington.
Welcome, Roots. Yay.
All right, so since we have a nice crowd here, why don't we just at least say where we're from, since not everybody knows everybody. So I'm Christine Rolando, and I am from Warwick, New York. And Carol?
I'm Carol Witt, and I'm from Bradenton, Florida.
Kyle Helm, Atlantic Beach, Florida.
Vernon
And-
Keith Sims, and I'm living in Kirkland, Washington.
I'm Amy Warner, and I'm in Monroe, New York, and my best friend lives in Bradenton.
Oh, wow.
And she just ordered a bottle of Cell Defender today.
Wow. So great.
Great.
Yeah.
Oh, Eddie Plasky, yeah, down in here in Kyle Helmland, about 10 minutes from him, Jacksonville.
I go by Roots. Right now I'm in Riverside, Jacksonville, Florida.
Oh, we got to meet up, Roots.
The
Yes,
neighbors.
sir. I
Neighbor.
know. I was just near Jack's Beach,
Yeah.
or Atlantic Beach. So I was like, all right.
Well, Kyle and I have you surrounded, buddy. We need to get together.
Need to link arms, all three of you.
Yeah.
What about
absolutely.
Raksha? You're with us.
Oh, Christy Abbott's here too. Yay.
Raksha, you're muted.
Oh, Carol, give her a prompt.
Oh, there she is.
I got it. So I'm Raksha Joshi. I'm from Miami by the way of Mount Dora.
Hey, Roxy.
Basically means I live in both places when it suits me.
Okay, we got Don, Don, if you want to jump back on, you got to unmute yourself, and Debbie, you can unmute yourself, and Christy, unmute yourself, and if you would, just introduce yourself, your name and where you're from.
Okay, there's a lot of noise where I'm at. There's some sirens going by and I'm at the playground. So I was just waiting for someone else.
Okay, Don,
Yeah,
just say where you're from. New people join the call, please.
I'm hanging out in Ridgefield, Washington.
Okay, what about Debbie? Debbie, you want to step up?
I'll prompt her.
Okay,
Can you unmute, Deb? There you are.
Hi, I'm Debbie Cheatham, and I'm from Clearwater, Florida.
Whoa, nice to meet you.
My sister.
Nice to meet
Oh,
you.
okay.
welcome, Debbie. And Chrissy, I think, is trying to be
Thank
quiet,
you.
respectful of being, everything being loud, right? So where's Chrissy from? Carol, you know,
She,
I'm in Inverness, Florida.
in Nunez, Florida. All right, so Florida's got us beat here. So we got a couple on the West
We
Coast, y'all
win.
got us beat, but let me tell you, not for long, not for long. So New York is on the move. We are on the move, Amy, right? And Don? So,
You
so
are.
we got all
I
the,
share this with you guys since we're talking about locations and where we're at, and obviously our company's growing, and as you guys know, I mean, we're getting up there in terms of how many members we have now. I mean, we're well over 4,000 people, but I do have a relatively updated distributors by location list right now, and I'm proud because Florida is on the rise, guys. We're making an impact in Florida. We're actually in the top 10 now, which we hadn't been. So I figured I'd share this with you guys. A couple of numbers. California is our #1 location. There's 978 people.
wow.
Washington is our second, 367. Montana, 307. Oregon, 295. Idaho, 245. Utah, 211. And the magic one, Florida, we were at 157. Now, what's exciting about that is just a few weeks back, we were only at like 85 in the
Wow.
state of Florida. So we're starting to grow here, which is cool. But guys, there's some numbers on this list that I think are really exciting. We talk about New York being up on the rise. You're at 59 people now. Guys,
Yeah.
not too long ago, it was less than 10. So, I mean, some of these numbers are amazing. Alabama, 19, Mississippi, 6, Louisiana, 11. These are the places that I usually build. Like the biggest locations for me, always Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and we're talking 19 people, 6 people, 11 people. So we got some work to do because, guys, those places can change your life. Georgia, 35 people. North Carolina, 56 people. Tennessee, 84 people. West Virginia, 2 people. We should really
oh my God, you're
in West Virginia. Hawaii, 26 people. Illinois, 46. I already said New York, 59. Nevada, 86. New Mexico, Christine, I know you've been going out to New Mexico, 24. Arkansas, or Alaska, 26, excuse me. Arkansas, 17. So just to kind of give you guys an idea, I mean, it's crazy. We have over 4,000 people, but yet like the numbers are so little in all these places, and it's super exciting. And that's, I don't know, that gets me fired up.
Hey,
It gets me
Kyle, what about New Jersey or Pennsylvania? Are they on there at all?
You know what? I don't have them on my list, but hold on, let me make sure I don't have New Jersey.
That's crazy.
I don't, but I will get New Jersey and Pennsylvania. Neil and I were going through them the other day, and I started typing as fast as he was talking, and I didn't want to stop him. So those are the ones I got.
Wow, yeah, so that's wild. That really pumps me up because I'm
Yep.
telling you, what an opportunity.
Oh, that absolutely. It's amazing, actually.
That is awesome, awesome news. So it looks like we have all distributors. So let's have distributor talk opposed to testimonial talk, unless, Carol, why don't you share your testimonial anyway, if you don't mind? Because I think this gang needs to hear it.
Okay, sure, I will. So most of my people on here have heard it, but I will share it with you guys. So earlier in the year, January, I had surgery. I had a bad cells on my shoulder, and the first surgery, they didn't get it all. So they had to go back for the second one. And I have a really bad reactions to painkillers, to anything like that. So I was really kind of doing cold turkey, and I was literally screaming into my pillow. They had taken skin off of my neck, so it had to be skin grafted. And so I was in a lot of pain, and I was not doing well. I wasn't sleeping well because I'd roll over on it, and oh my God, I was in so much pain. And I was sharing with Christine, and she sent me this, first of all, and I started using it. Worked a little bit. It wasn't major because I was in a lot of pain. And so then she told me about Cell Defender, and because I had a toxic body, And so I I got the Cell Defender, and guys, I run a program called YEA, Young Entrepreneurs Alliance, and I was running 2 back-to-back courses, and my courses were about ready to start, and I'm the one that delivers it. And I knew in the shape that I was in and the energy that I had, I would never be able to deliver these courses, and nobody else can do it. And I had all these people registered, I had over 225 people registered in Africa and over 70 people registered in North America. And I was like, oh my God, what am I going to do? And so Christine said, Cell Defender. So I started taking Cell Defender, and I took 3 dropper fulls a day. And in 4 days, I was out of bed. I had energy like I hadn't felt in a long time, in over a month and a half to 2 months. I had energy in my body. And guys, I feel 20 years younger in my body right now. And I'm about to turn 69. And I have the energy of somebody that's 20 years younger now. And I do not skip my Cell Defender. So thank you, Christine, for, the difference it made for me. And then I went out and just shared it with people. And that is why my team is growing, because they know how sick I was. So thank you.
Thank you, Carol. Does anyone else want to jump in and share anything that's going on with them?
Well, I don't know, just a quick, like, sort of breakdown of what happened to me, because I don't know some of the folks, if you all know, I know Christine and Kyle and I think Carol does, but when I was in 2021, I it probably right in the June, July, maybe this time frame, started gaining weight. And I was always pretty good eater, but I was slacking a little bit. I changed my diet. I was trying to really work out hard, and I kept gaining the weight, and it was like everything I ate sat, nothing passed. And I literally, I mean, I was walking around, and Kyle remembers, that's when I was starting to get big. And fast forward, my sister made me go to Mayo. And prior to that, one thing that I've started to tie together, I had a buddy of mine that played Major League Baseball, and I just wanted to get something to help me kind of build more muscle and lean muscle. And he referred me to a former NFL player out in Vegas, and I got some stuff, and I was taking it during that 3-month time frame from July, August, September. And it just kind of hit me after the fact that may have had something to do with it. Maybe my diet was bad too, but a combination. So I go to Mayo, and they take my blood pressure. They say, yeah, you're pretty good on that. My eyes were yellow. My legs, I wear a 9.5, 10 shoe. I was wearing a 13 size slipper. My calves were massive. I had like 3 chins, and I was disgusted with myself. I didn't feel good. And I always worked out. I played baseball in college. I played in Europe, played professionally. And I was always 185, 190. That's where I felt good. And get there, and they get me into a bed, a room. And then 2 nurses walk in, and literally 10 minutes. One looks at the other and says, yeah, he's got cirrhosis of the liver, cirrhosis. And I said, what? No way. And she said, oh yeah. And I said, you're kidding. And it was so like just laid back, like, hey, yeah, you think so? Yeah, he's got cirrhosis. And I said, oh my God. And I looked at my sister and I said, I just got a death sentence, and 55 years old. And so I just said, just go. I mean, just go. Right. So I sat and talked with her, and they said that you have 2 years, probably can get a liver transplant, but you have to just kind of hang on. And I said, okay, no. And I'm pretty competitive. And so I called Suzanne Marone. She's not on the call, I don't think. She is. Thank God for her, because she's an international best-selling author. Kyle knows her, Christine knows her. Everybody should get to know this woman. She's a genius. She's an international best-selling author on toxicity, health, how the body can heal itself. I literally, I thought, okay, I'm dead. Then I thought, no. I called Suzanne, and I said, this is what they said. Can we reverse it? And she said, are you willing to put in the work? I said, absolutely. And she said, yes. And so then the next day they come in, they're taking all kind of tests and stuff. And they take me, they weigh me in the room. And I had no idea what I weighed. I mean, I was gaining weight, and I weighed 268. So what the numbers, 80 pounds over what I feel good at. And they took me downstairs, stuck a big catheter in my side, and the tube ran to this machine. And every time it registered a liter of fluid coming out, it would ding. So it dinged and it dinged and it dinged. And I was laying there and I could hold my hands here. I could just feel my stomach just going down. So after 30 minutes, 24 pounds of fluid came out of me, 12 liters. So I was like, I was so fired up. I'm like, because I know I can beat this. I know if I get the right stuff to detox, first thing I was thinking, got to get it out, get it out. Well, they had already helped me out with that. So I started on what Suzanne told me, just plant-based, and I was doing a lot of greens. And, you know, I found an organic detox that helped. Nothing like Avini, nothing like Avini. Avini's like at another level, way, way big, bigger than that. And so she referred me to a doctor, a homeopathic doctor that she does lectures for. And I went to him, and it's ironic. It was the 21st of October, which is the 2-year anniversary of me, you know, finally kind of setting the roadmap for getting better, is going to be in Dallas when we have our convention. So I'll be out there, and have been 2 years since I was told basically I was going to die. And so I told Rapoli, I said, you know, I'm willing to do what it takes. And he also helped set the roadmap. And I said, I weighed, and I was 224 when I left, but my metabolic age was 85. I was 85 inside. And so I said, okay, that's good. That's fine. Told Rapoli, I said, when is my next appointment? He said, November 30th. And I said, okay. I said, when I come back, I'm going to be at my playing weight in college, 185 to 190. I go, and of course, Thanksgiving comes, and I'm at my sister's in Boone, North Carolina, and she lays out, you know, like an entire house of food. So I was very disciplined. I went back on November 30th, and everyone was amazed. The nurses hardly recognized me, and it was all about detoxing. Even though what I had wasn't as good as what we have, I had to get it out so the good stuff could take effect and do what it has to do. And so after I left, everybody was like, oh my God, just keep it up. And I said, yeah, hey, I need to weigh. And I went and weighed. And honestly, I forgot about what I told him, but I knew where I wanted to be. And I left there 189.9. My metabolic age went down from 85 to 50 in a month and a half, because my body had to get back to that state where it knew that's where it was optimal. And so since then, Avini came along. Kyle called me. I was work in Fort Myers for the hurricane relief, and we were doing 17-hour days. I said, buddy, I am all on board. Just got to get through this. Let me get back, meet with you. And Kyle's a blessing. This guy I've known 8 or 9 years, and Christine probably close to 30, and Carol 8 or 9 years. And so I said, man, when I get back, I'm going to get with you, because this is exactly what God put into my life, because he scared me. And it was my fault, but he said, hey, listen, now that I got you better and you figured this thing out, carry on what your mother taught you. My mother taught me homeopathic like most of my adult life. So I remembered the stuff, and I remembered a zeolite she had mentioned. And so, man, Colin and I met down at the beach, and I said, how quick can I get going? And I got going, and I said, this is what God wanted me to do. Because I know everybody on the planet, Chip Littlejohn says from creation to, from conception to cremation, everyone on the planet needs this stuff, everybody. And so our job is to let people know about it, because nobody knows about it, really. And so I've never been in that time frame now since I got checked out November 30th. I hadn't been back. I don't need to. I don't need to. I've never been above 190 or below 183, and I check it every week, and unless something happened in between. So my weight is stabilized. My body feels great. I have so much energy, and Christine can attest to this, because when I talk to her on the phone, I don't have any commas, semicolons in my sentences or periods. I just keep
All right,
rolling.
Carol, mute him.
I know. My friends have to do that. My one buddy.
Push the mute button on that guy.
Hey, my buddy that he knows he can talk to me.
Time's up.
I was rambling with him,
Time's
and
up.
he goes, hey man, would you just shut up and let me talk? And I said,
All
I'm
right,
sorry.
time's up.
So that's it. That's my story, and I'm better now.
Wow.
Don't
Wow,
Oh,
Ed,
come on.
He knows I love him and I'm only kidding, but no,
I
thank you
know.
for that,
Yeah.
And,
so
yeah,
can-
so, go ahead.
do you want me to, when we're done here, do you want me to show the visual?
Yes, yes.
Okay,
We got a couple more minutes though. I just want to run a couple things by everybody.
okay.
So all of you are distributors and you know how in this landscape of things, we start with a list, right? You start with a list. Now I always go, I have a little trick for me, who I'm going to share this with. If I see somebody that reminds me of somebody, if I'm in the post office and I go, oh, that reminds me of Kathy Smith. I say, I need to call Kathy Smith. Okay, so that's something, a tool I always use. If someone reminds me of somebody, I call them. Now we all have people that might be on our chicken list. You've heard that term. Okay, your chicken list is the person that you don't feel comfortable calling because you feel like you don't know enough to call them. And for some reason, they may intimidate you or you think they're smarter than you. But what Eddie just said is true. If you watch those videos and share the experiences, your personal story. Kyle tells a story of just tell your story, right? Tell your story, share your story. He says, teach how you got here. Why did you get excited? Why are you here? So I want you to think about taking away is who might be on your chicken list. And I want you to think about using us, using all of us here, stories, our own personal story. But I do want you to think about who's on your chicken list. Who are we going to approach? And, you know, who, like he said, everybody needs this. So we want to make sure that we don't leave anybody off because we'd only be holding back the experience, the goodness that we've been giving, the gift that we've been given to share. Okay. Anybody else want to jump in? Kyle, anybody?
No, I totally killed it. I was actually going to bring in exactly what you started to say that I talk about a lot with what we're sharing and how we're doing it. And guys, the easiest way to share this business is to not sell it and to not pitch it, right? Christine and I have talked about this a lot. And, you know, in a world that our only job is to sell and pitch and nobody wants to be sold or pitched, how do we do this? How do we go out and talk about it? And it's sharing our personal experience, but really just our story. Because I remember a lot of people, I mean, over the years, people have come to me and said, well, I don't have a story yet. I'm not making the money yet, or I haven't had a testimony yet. And that's nonsense because everybody has a story. And Christine hit a couple of the key points that I stress with people, that the story you need to start telling is how you got here, what got you excited, and why you said yes. That's all you have to do. I promise you, if you can tell how you got here, that conversation, you know, my buddy Kyle called me and I was working the hurricane cleanup. That's how Ed got here. And that starts to branch into what got him excited about the company. Right. And and then why did he say yes? And when he shares those three things, guys, what you're doing in that process is you're telling about Avini without telling about Avini. You're giving like the features and benefits, not the entire user manual. Does that make sense? Because that's really what we want to do is we want to give the features and benefits. If you go to the car dealership, do you think they sit there and open the manual and go, okay, page 1 and start reading you the manual on the car? No, they're like, yeah, this is a 2023 Corvette. It's got 570 horsepower and it's bright red and you're going to look awesome in it. And people get excited, right? They don't start reading the manual. So we can't do the same thing when we talk about our business. We just need to give the features and benefits. And the best way to do that is to share how we got here, what got us excited, and why we said yes. And that'll bring up the questions. And the last thing I'll tell you about that is when people start asking questions, you say, Christine, that is a great question. Hold on, let me get you the answer. Hey, Ed, I have my friend Christine on the phone. Would you mind speaking to her real quick? And I connect you in a 3-way call. Rather than trying to answer all the questions, just connect them to somebody else, even if you know the answers. The secret to this business is becoming a dot connector, meaning connect people to tools, to resources, to other people. It'll make your life easier, I promise, in the best way possible. And it'll teach a business that duplicates. We can talk about that next time. But how you got here, what got you excited, why you said yes. Share those pieces with people. And I promise you, I promise, you'll get the message across without ever coming across as a pushy salesman or you're not pitchy, you're not salesy. You're sharing a story with somebody. And it gets them excited. So I won't take any more time, Christine.
Okay, and I want to make sure that everybody knows about the tools, that it's not in your back office, but there's a tool to share document that is a live document that you just can't even get through all the good resources on there. It's, you know, if you don't have it, just raise your hand and we'll send it to you. But it has every, you know, literally it has so many resources on there.
It's amazing,
Yeah,
amazing.
audios, videos, PDFs, white papers, organized to death. It's great, but just an alert that it does, the numbers do change on the far left side because it is a living, breathing document. Also at the bottom, there's indexes on the pages that you can go in there and you can hit page 2 or 3 and you can look at them categorized alphabetically. Let's just say you wanted to look up some sort of you know, like a particular illness or something, you could look that up and that's on that sheet. So if you haven't gone in there to learn and listen, that's something I urge you to do as well. And Carol's going to share something, but before she does anybody know anybody in Michigan? Because there's a big group starting in Michigan. They're having a meeting in Michigan. So if you know somebody in Michigan, you want to get them to that meeting that they're having. I think it's a regional, might be a regional. I know Neil's not going to be there, but Doug is going to be there and I'm pretty sure Rick is going to be there. So there's one in Michigan and there's one coming up in Salt Lake. Now, in your back office, there's a calendar, but not all of these are listed in there, okay? So that's why you want to listen to that 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern time call every day. You learn something else, you know? So you just want 11 o'clock. I put a timer on my phone if I can pop it, even if I'm doing something else, I'm writing a grant or I'm this, I just pop it in the background, 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern time. Okay, so those things and anybody have any questions
I
or
do.
anything? Carol's going to share something cool.
No, I want to ask a question. So
Okay.
saying that there are regionals happening. How many people do we have to have a regional in Florida?
I think
Great
Florida's
question.
on the radar.
Yeah, we're actually already talking about setting up a regional in Florida. So sit tight. Neil and I have been talking about that.
Yes. Thank
Soon.
you. Okay, very great.
You guys have an advantage over New York because you got the numbers, but not for long, right, Amy?
Oh, I'm competitive. I'm competitive, Christine. We're gonna go.
Yeah, I know you are. I know, but we're coming for you. Believe me, we're coming for you.
We got to get Shannon Hudson to that meeting in Michigan.
Okay, let's work on it. I'll
Yeah.
find out the dates. I know they're on, I think there's one in August. They're coming up. They're definitely coming up. I have them written down, but I didn't want to get up and go in the other room and get them. And then one last thing, well, not last, but can you see what I got today?
Yeah.
Ooh, the lemonade.
Lemonade.
Got my lemonade. Yes, I did. And it's not even open yet, but I love my chocolate.
I
My
do
chocolate
too.
scoop every morning. Oh my gosh, I love that in my coffee. Awesome, awesome. And now it's summertime, so I'm going for the lemonade. So good stuff. Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna show the vision
Please.
board so you guys can see.
Oh, we should we should make this a YEA class and make everybody do a vision board like we do in YEA.
I know.
Right?
Okay, can everybody see my vision board?
Yes.
All right, so I call it Avini vibes. And now for my vision board, because I have dates and I have money, and so mine is very, very specific as to when I'm going to hit these dates, these ranks, and how much money I'm going to be making by then. So that's but this is what Christine asked me to share with everyone, because this is something that everyone can use, and you just put your numbers and your dates by when you're going to make your ranks. And yeah, so anyway, it's very cool. I look at it every day and I'm moving toward my gold. That's where I'm going. So yeah.
Congratulations, you hit your silver and that's awesome. I know we have everybody, the new people, just so you know, we got some leadership, Kyle and Eddie, and everyone is here to help you move up to whatever your rank is. I would aspire for, which is the biggest one there?
The biggest is
Black
Diamond
Diamond.
Ambassador.
All right, Black Diamond. That's what we're all aspiring to be, Black Diamond.
And there
Ambassador.
isn't one in this company yet. Is that
Mm.
right?
Correct. Not yet.
Correct.
Oh, what, where are?
Oh, Carol, that's one to aim for.
Oh, I know. I'm aiming for it, dear. So Diamond Executive or White Diamond Executive, where are we? Who is
White Diamond is the highest right now.
This one.
White Diamond Executive is the highest right now. Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know even executive yet. I think
Oh,
we're
not
just
even
White
executive.
Diamond ambassador and a White Diamond director right now.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right. And you can find these in your back office. You can find the newsletter in the back office and you can see where people rank up. So this is really, in the YEA class, what we do is we set goals, and I'm sure you as business owners have set personal goals, but accountability is a good portion of it. And that's why we're in these, although it's just all of us distributors tonight, we support each other. We also support each other at 8:45 a.m. on Monday mornings. And that, I don't know, we haven't titled that one yet. That's about like, get on your horse and make sure you're pointed in the right direction for Monday morning. But I think we're all on the right track. And, I thank Kyle for telling Eddie and Eddie for telling me, and
And
all
I
of us
thank you,
together.
Christine, for telling me.
Now we all got to go out and tell more people.
Christine didn't have a choice. It was, I said, I'm not going to tell you to do this, but you need to do this. She said, okay.
I just said, okay, Eddie, whatever you say, I'm in. That's what I said. And Amy said the same thing to me, right?
And
Yeah.
that's what I said to Carol.
Yeah. Right on down the list. And I said the same to Kyle. So there you go.
And this little family is going to keep growing.
It's the domino effect.
Bigger and bigger and bigger, guys. As we hit our different ranks, this group is going to be growing and growing and growing. And we're going to have a regional in Florida. I'm declaring it already. We're going to have it. We're having
So,
Go ahead.
okay, Christine, can I just share one thing?
Sure.
For those of you that are mobile all the time, I created an Excel sheet or an Excel book that kind of has your prospects and everything in it. I know the back office does have it, but we don't always go into the back office. So if we're working on our other businesses and we treat this like a business, and just when we're talking, we talk, and then I am a color person. So I will highlight it in orange, which means I have a follow-up and I need to talk to them on X, Y, and Z date. If somebody wants me to share that, I'll be more than glad to share that with you guys. Just put your WhatsApp or email in the text and I'll go ahead and send it to you. But I find that it works very easy for me because I have a mailing list and I have just been calling people on that saying, hey, I'm in a new business. I'd love to share about it with you. This is what I'm up to. Let me know if you want to know more. So that's what I've been doing, Carol. And oh my God, it feels so good.
yes.
That's wonderful.
That's right.
And you have a goal to be a silver executive by the end of the month.
I do. So I have to call those people that I have on my mailing list, and then anyone else that will listen to me, even at the gas station.
Yeah. And my sister has a goal to be silver executive by the end of the month. Yeah.
That's
yes.
awesome.
And so, guys, we're going to move right forward.
Mhm.
Okay, hands up if you're going to Dallas in October. I'm going.
Put my hand up. I'm going to declare it. What do we have to lose, Carol?
I know.
What do we have to lose? Come on.
There you go. Amy, I know Amy's going. And if you want to come in a day early, if you want to come in on Thursday, we're going horseback riding. So at a ranch. So if you want to come in on Thursday, we're going horseback riding on Thursday. You won't be able to walk on Friday, but you can use the Pledge Relief and you'll be fine. So there you go.
There you go.
All right.
Mhm.
All right.
I love it. I totally love it.
Just appreciate all of you. So yeah, so what we'll try to do is let's keep these meetings going on Thursdays. Just growing our team, be there Monday mornings if you can. And again, as Kyle said, just use us for the three-way calls, and we'll all fill in those blanks and get to the diamond and the positions, the rank ups that we want to. And we do that because of our why, whatever your why is. It's in your heart, and we're there to support you. Okay.
I have one more question. How are the Testimony Tuesdays going for the parents of autistic children?
that Robin does, right?
Yeah.
I didn't get a chance to go on Tuesdays, but I'm telling you, those calls every day at 11 o'clock, you learn so much. I don't know, there's just every day is a different group presenting, and there are a lot of information you learn all the time. So I didn't get a chance personally myself, but jump on it if you can.
Okay.
Okay, and
Thanks.
there's recordings in the back office. You can type in that in, not in the back office, on that live document. You can type that in and you can see some of the testimonials. I mean, some of the stories and the recorded calls as well. Right?
Amazing, really.
Amazing is right. This is amazing.
really
All right, Kyle, drum roll. Come on, I want to see you play the drums. You know, I have some drumsticks downstairs and a snare drum I can go get.
Oh boy. Oh boy. You'll
I
see
wanna
me.
hear-
Trust me. I think everybody wants to be in Dallas.
Yeah, we do. We'll be there.
Well, there's a reason for I said what I said, so you'll see if you're there.
Oh, hint, hint, hint.
Oh, we might get a preview.
Yeah, you might get a little something special. We're working as we speak.
Hey, well, it's called the House of Blues, you know?
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, it is, and you know what's really cool. The last time I was at this House of Blues is the last time I played it. I used to play in this House of Blues all the time, every probably 3 months.
Wow, Kyle, that's so great.
So it'll be kind of neat to be back to a place I used to spend a lot of.
Oh, wow.
Oh my
Do you
God.
still play now?
I haven't been playing now. I mean, I still play, of course, but I'm not playing with a band currently,
Right.
which is good. I don't have time. Soon though, I will be playing with a band again. I need it.
Oh, you are? Okay,
I will be. Yeah, I'll be back at it. So
okay.
All
Now,
right,
do
well,
you write music, Kyle?
something. I just play drums. So I mean, I'm always writing, but with other musicians, other bands.
Okay. Okay.
So I just want to close with this, if you all don't mind, since we have all distributors on. In 1 word or 2 to 3 words only, what's your why? What's your why? It's important to know your why. What is it?
Freedom.
Africa.
Africa.
Freedom.
It's freedom.
Freedom.
There's yeah. We'll just go with that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Amen. Yeah. Well, we are in our YA class, we are making vision boards, and all those things are important to visuals. I have a picture on my vision board of me on horseback in Kenya next year. So that's
Oh,
freedom.
yes.
That is freedom. And you all can come. And
Yeah.
I got 1 spot left to Ireland if you want to come in August this year.
So Kyle, just that you know, I'm declaring that Avini is going to be in Africa. We have people that are dealing with malaria. We have people that are dealing with yellow fever. We have people that are dealing with HIV. We have people that are dealing with so many illnesses, cancer, and they can't afford to even get doctors. I want Avini in Africa, and I want our products in Africa, and I want the opportunity in Africa. I have many that will.
It can happen. It will. Declare it.
Declare it.
I know. I'm declaring it. It's going to be in Africa. Hey, if it got into Canada, it can get into.
Exactly.
Does anyone know anyone in Africa?
Oh,
Yes.
yes. All these guys know. YEA.
Wait, yeah,
We know over 300 people in Africa
over 300 people in Africa.
and
And-
growing.
And in
Person,
2
1 or 2.
countries in Africa, guys. Yeah.
All
Love
right.
it.
All
Love
right.
it.
We're going to Africa.
We're going.
Right now, building your backyard. And
That's
Michigan, Salt Lake. And let's get Amy, let's get New York on the map. We got to beat these guys. Okay.
Hey,
Amy,
Kyle,
Yeah.
did you hear that challenge, man?
I heard it. I was
Hey.
listening all the time.
Hey,
Amy and I got 40,000 people on the hill.
yeah, hey, listen,
40,000, Eddie, on the hill.
listen, that doesn't matter. You lit a fire that we're not gonna put out. So it's
40,000
game on.
on the hill.
I
I don't know.
Hey,
Never
listen,
say
I'm all
never.
about it. That's wonderful. Absolutely.
love
Christine, that doesn't even include Brooklyn.
That's right. That doesn't include Brooklyn. That's only on the hill, believe me. And someday you all know what that means.
Gonna be a fun, it's gonna be a fun little challenge.
That's right. All
And,
right,
and
everybody.
Christine, we have a lot of seniors that come here to Florida that really and truly could, oh my God, their lives would
Hey,
be.
I joined the Villages community, okay? I'm not backing down on that one.
I was just gonna say, Raksha claimed that. That's her gig over there. She's gonna be hanging in the Villages, and I'm
I
going with her.
love that place. That's beautiful, Raksha. I love that place.
Yep.
It is 140,000 people and booming.
And guys,
Mhm.
I have a brother that's in Sun City Center that's 9,000, and it's its whole community of people, and they're all golfers. So, all right, we're going for
I'm
it.
saying,
That's
I'm s-
fun.
I think we need to have a webinar or something at all these places.
Let's do it.
Where?
There you go. All right, everybody, have a
Okay,
blessed
guys.
night, okay?
All right,
Okay,
everybody.
so
See you
All right.
later.
Thank
Bye.
you so much.
Christine, hold on one second. So I'm going to have this downloaded on my computer. Do you want me to upload it into YouTube? I've got the other one. It's already been uploaded. I just haven't sent out the link.
Yeah, keep it for nostalgia when we look back on this.
Okay.
How's that? Thank
Well,
you.
yeah,
got it.
when Florida
night.
kicks you guys' butt, that's what we're all about.
Yeah, you're
right?
gonna need proof. So sit tight.
And Florida
Don't
has its
believe.
first regional.
Doubt it. All right. Y'all take care. Bye.
All right,
Everyone.
bye, everybody.
Bye. Thank you.
Good night, guys. Good night.
Bye, Ed. Good to see
Bye. Bye, Amy.